Everybody loves a backflip, right? The fact that he landed fakie on that gap there on a backflip is so impressive. Huge thank you to him for sharing that clip on my subreddit. Anyway, what up? It's Brandon here. Welcome back to Blading News, your fast-paced #1 rollerblading news source. Once again, brought to you by Skids Grind Plates. Just look at Savosin absolutely shredding these. Doesn't that look like a lot of fun? Support the supporters. They directly support the show so much. If you're even a little bit curious about these and you miss your soap shoes, definitely go check the link in the description to learn more about Skids Grind Plates. But anyway, before we roll into anything, I just want to give a huge shout out to all the blader dads out there. Happy Father's Day. It's not Father's Day here in New Zealand, so it is kind of weird for me to say that, but happy Father's Day regardless. Blader dads absolutely kill it. I know that's a really solid community out there. But anyway, it's that time. Let's just roll straight into product news today because we got no industry news. And the first product we're going to talk about today is the Mary Munoz Aeon 60. It is now out in skate shops, so if you are hanging out to get that, go get it now. And we have good news for that new high price. These Aeons are going to be costing around about $450 US in the shop, but they now come with 6 times the royalty for Mary per skate, and it's a new standard that USD is going to be rolling with. Also, don't these skates just look so good? It sounds like Mary got to choose a lot of things about the skate, and she really dialed it in. It looks really good. Congrats, Mary. And then Roces released the Colt Copper V2. Playing it set of the game with a nice white boot, but these copper accents on it just look so good. Definitely cop this skate if you're a Roces Colt boy. And then we have a new skate coming from Roces, and this looks like a completely new boot. It is going to be released the day I post this video, of course, because that's just how that always goes. I swear the Roces marketing team is just like trying to time this perfectly so they perfectly miss when I make this show. Shout out to Roces. But anyway, all we got so far is this teaser for the Jurassic skate. It's possibly a big wheel skate, but I've seen people speculating that it's a Goral. Now, I don't really see how they could possibly assume that. It might just be a new buckle, but I am absolutely hyped and I can't wait to see what this is. Be sure to call me out for somehow not knowing in the comments down below, because you've seen it on Instagram already. Over to wheel news, we got some pretty new colors coming from Dead Wheels with these new, still keeping it nice and simple like they always do, but we got a 2 color tone to these wheels now, looking bright and vibrant and really nice. And then Chroma released another wheel, and it's the second pro wheel for Stefan Brando. Chroma makes some really cool products and they support their team very well, so definitely cop these. They're an instant collector's piece similar to the Conjures. I got some right here. I got the China Cosmic wheels here. Look at the packaging, man. They're sick. Definitely recommend them. Shout out Stefan Brando too, the Roof King, the man in general. That's not all we have coming from Chroma though. They also released some new Antirockers and they look beautiful as well. Now these are the hardest Antirockers on the market as far as we know. They also come with some beautiful packaging here and in a crazy variety of colors, including a Bladies collab coming in with the perfect pink for the Bladies Aeon. Although I'm definitely going to call you out if you're skating Aeon's Antirocker, man. No, whatever. You do you. As long as it looks good, right? Not only do these Antirockers look amazing, but they also come with the bearings pre-installed, which is huge. If you ever try to put bearings in these hard Antirockers, sometimes it's impossible. Definitely cop some of these if you can. Speaking of Antirockers, God released the 45 Antirocker, which also has some sick packaging. It feels like all these companies are finally catching on that packaging is worth investing in, because then you get a collector's piece. These look really good and I'm sure they skate well as well. They seem like they'll be the perfect match for those new Frankie Morales skates. And then we got a couple beautiful big wheels from Compass. Man, it's a week of wheels, right? We got these beautiful green ones from Matt Lyon, you know, Hood Panda, that dude that's just, he's been doing some crazy shit, you know? And then we got this beautiful blue one for Guy Crawford. Matt's wheel is an 80mm wheel at 88A, and Guy's is a 72mm wheel at 88A as well. Both look perfect for your big wheel setup. Definitely worth copping. And then we got the Too Easy X S9 bearings. These beautiful yellow rubber shield cleanable bearings. S9 makes a really good product. Too Easy is absolutely dope. So definitely check these out if you're in the market for some new bearings. And then for the old school dudes out there, we got some remixes of some classic t-shirts coming from Arlo and Vibralux. There's a collab between Arlo's brand and Vibralux to remix some classic shirts, bring them back, and they're all for pre-order right now. These look so good, even without having the nostalgia glasses that I know that most of you will have. These look so good. Definitely get on that list, put your pre-orders in and grab these before they're all gone. And speaking of clothing, the last product I want to point you to is a small clothing brand called Drip Co. I just randomly found this brand when I was scrolling my Instagram and I saw a picture of the Mounting Man tee. Damn, it looks so good. There's a bunch of other cool designs on there. The goal of the brand is just to help skating in general and support skaters. So definitely something worth getting behind, especially if you like one of these designs. Check it out. The link will be in the description as well as everything else I've already mentioned. But yeah, that's it for product news. Let's move on to my favorite part of the show, media you should check out. And once again, I'm going to give you your reminder that the only way to get your stuff on the show is to post it on my subreddit r/BladingNews. It'll be linked in the description. Everyone is welcome. No skill level required. You can post anything. It doesn't have to be your edit. Can be your edit. Self-promotion is welcome. Chuck it on there. I go through it live and you can make it on the show, and I'll feature it here and link it and get people to check it out. By just posting on the subreddit, you go in the draw to win a small package from me here at Lace. And we had a winner this fortnight as well. It's this dude. It was for the Young Gun edit. Check your DMs, man. I've already messaged you. But yeah, why are you not joining? You should join. Check the link in the description. First up, we got the Roof King with a new section called Balance. And I know I don't have to clarify this, but in case some of you didn't know, it's from Stefan Brando, okay? This is a really sick creative section, like every single section of Stefan's is, featuring some really cool spots, some different skating, and some absolute hammers, and a lot of roof drops. Check this edit out and cop some of his new wheels while you're at it. And then we got a crazy piece just called Dolphin Pool. It starts off with a shot of what this spot originally looked like before it got abandoned and became this dope skate spot. There's a bunch of ridiculous tricks here on such a unique spot. This is like what bowl skating originally was. This video got me so pumped. You should definitely check it out. So my notes for this edit, I just called it the handrail edit because it is just a whole entire edit of handrails. The actual name of the edit is Back to Basics Acid Soul, but this edit did really blow my mind. This will be the perfect edit to watch if you know you're gonna go out and skate rails that day. Seeing this dude just destroy rail after rail after rail really makes rails seem easy, even though I know they're not easy at all, you know. Then I had this really cool edit posted on my subreddit from a young gun, featuring a great variety of spots and some really solid skating for such a young dude. Watching this really took me back to my early days of skating. It is really good, definitely check it out and drop him some love. Speaking of young guns, we got this really good edit from a guy whose name I almost pronounced right, according to him at least, and that's Tibby. It's definitely not Tibby, I'm sorry, man. This is his first edit and it is so cool. It is absolutely what I've been looking for to share on this show. There's some tricks in here that really blew my mind, and there's even a street backflip. It didn't quite happen, but man, it's so close to happen, and you gotta go do it now, Tibby. Even though I know that's not how you say your name, but please go do it. Go give Bobby a run for his money, show him that you can do it. I really wanna see that. Good luck, dude. And finally, we got Eric's 30 and counting edit. I was meant to mention this last fortnight. It was in my script, but somehow I just completely skipped it. And I can't believe I did because it's such a good edit. Just watch it for the fact that it is now 2 weeks late of mentioning it. Check it out. It'll be linked in the description. You won't regret it. And as always, links to absolutely everything I talked about today will be in the description down below. Make sure you go check them all out. They deserve the views more than this show does. If you're looking a way to help me out, just check out my clothing store, Laced NZ. It'll be linked in the description. You can find this shirt as well as a bunch of other ones that I designed and made and stocked and shipped myself. It's one of the best ways to support the show, but also just liking, subscribing helps just as much. And I really appreciate that as well. But as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my Blade News correspondents, James, Matt, Sonic Sports, and Sweet Moves, as well as the rest of my patrons and members. I really couldn't do this without them. I'm going to leave you with one of the craziest enders I've ever had. There's a bottle of Gatorade in it that you really got to look for, so make sure you look closely, okay? Anyway, check it out.